Yeah, the move. Whatever hand you hit, you move to that side. Left hook, boom! You gotta think of throwing punches. Your job is to throw punches.
With sheep, it will become a sheep.
Reports suggest Anthony Joshua has been working alongside Mike Tyson as he gears up for his clash with Jake Paul. Joshua has been digging into vintage Tyson-era training philosophies to sharpen his technique, and his attention is locked on refining his game plan, quickness, and punching force. His camp is zeroing in on strategy and conditioning, aiming to bring Joshua into the ring as polished and prepared as possible.
In the gym, coming forward, punching to the body with his hard punches and bringing it to the head.
Anthony Joshua has spoken about the influence Mike Tyson has had on him, particularly Tyson's ferocity and disciplined approach. AJ has recently added a series of neck and shoulder routines inspired by Tyson's regimen. According to Joshua, these exercises boost stability, strength, and the force behind his shots, proof that learning from legends can directly reshape fighters' own development.
Neck exercise that I got from Mike Tyson. A lot of wrestlers do this. Quite dangerous, actually. Physios don't like this type of stuff, but it's good for neck conditioning. It's called neck bridges. And it's flexibility and strength at the same time. So it's a really good exercise if you want to strengthen up your neck area.
Mike Tyson has offered Joshua guidance, expressing admiration for his abilities. Tyson stressed that the best way for a fighter to evolve is by staying active, pointing out that consistent bouts sharpen instincts, build mental confidence, and keep an athlete performing at their peak.
What do you give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors of opportunities close. You know what I mean? You just have to be game, and then don't get discouraged if you lose. Listen, you just lost, you may have got $30 million. I just think the more time you lay off, the worse you get. You have to fight, to be the best, you have to do it more and more and more.
Joshua's current training camp has been intense. With him borrowing key aspects from Tyson's style, he's incorporating targeted neck rotations and power-focused strength movements to bolster durability and explosiveness. His routine is centered on conditioning, speed, and technical refinement. The program is built to raise his punching effectiveness, agility, and stamina, a clear sign of his commitment to elevating every part of his craft.
Oh, my physio is looking at me like, what the fuck? I can see you looking at me like, fuck, please don't fucking look. Hey, if it goes, at least you're here anyway. You know, 43,000 tuned in. Oh, mate. I started this shit.
Just trying to set up the physio table for the flat tonight.
Anything?
Get back up. Yeah.
No, easy, but...
Showtime's telling me a long picture of me in the Johnson microphone interviewing Anthony.
Eddie Hearn has been adamant that Joshua would beat Jake Paul if the two ever shared a ring. At the same time, he warns fans not to assume it would be a walkover simply because Paul isn't a traditional elite boxer. Hearn reminds people that Joshua has toppled serious opposition, including Francis Ngannou, a world-class athlete, and those victories come from AJ's preparation, skill, and discipline, not from facing untested opponents. He emphasizes that Joshua's blend of power, technique, and tactical awareness is what allows him to control fights across all levels.
Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, 50-50 fight. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I just said in another interview, great if it is. I mean, if it is, then you've got no problem seeing it. But when AJ, I mean, decapitates a strong word, but you know, when he renders Jake Paul unconscious like he did to Francis Ngannou, don't then say, oh, well, it was Jake Paul. You know what I mean? I mean, when AJ beat Francis Ngannou, Ngannou just had a fight that could have gone either way with Tyson Fury. Then AJ poleaxed him, and everyone just said he's just an MMA fighter. You know what I mean? Jake Paul's not Francis Ngannou. But as I said before, if you want to see Jake Paul exit the boxing world, make the
Ben has raised concerns about how entertainment-focused matchups are affecting the sport. In his view, when influencers or celebrities enter the ring, dedicated professional boxers who spend years grinding through the sport often miss out on the bigger paydays. Ben notes that legitimate competitors frequently earn far less than the massive sums thrown at crossover spectacles that go viral. Because these novelty bouts draw huge audiences and corporate sponsors, they often overshadow seasoned fighters. Ben argues that this shift risks devaluing the hard work of true professionals and may damage the sport's long-term health.
Bit of rumours around today, Anthony Joshua and Jake.
No. I'm not even really entertaining that. It's just not. I being a two-time heavyweight champion of the world, it's I don't know, YouTubers. I'm not really into all them influencers coming in there. And there's like some boxers that really work their butt off, don't get paid like what these guys are getting. And Anthony Joshua being a former world champion, should be fighting like, someone in the top 5, top 10. So I really got much to talk about that. Not interested, really.
Bad for boxing?
Well, not bad for boxing. If people want to pay to watch it, then, who am I? I'm just giving you my opinion. Who's not worked his way through the ranks to earn that shot at the former world champion? No, not at all.
Australian boxing, who are you a fan of? Obviously got good fighters out there. Jai's my type of fighter. He's very spiteful, and he's just another level, really. I don't think there's no better cruiserweight around. Jai's the man.
Oladipo has emphasized the financial angle of a potential Joshua versus Paul fight. From his perspective, it would be impractical for Joshua to turn down such a massive payday, which could approach $100 million. Considering Joshua's experience, Oladipo sees Paul as a low-threat opponent compared to the scale of the reward, making it a high profit. He notes that paydays of this magnitude are rare even for elite champions, and that Joshua is in a position to capitalize on enormous earnings while facing relatively modest danger.
If someone knocks on your door and says, do you want to fight Jake Paul for 100 million? You're like, you'd be stupid to say no. No, I don't want that 100 million for what would be and will be and should be easy work for AJ. Why are you going to turn down 100 million? AJ should and could, should knock out Jake Paul in a round. Like, if Jake Paul was over here fighting under our British Boxing Board of Control, I don't think it would be a Southern Area cruiserweight champion. AJ is a former unified heavyweight champion of the world that I still believe is a top 10 heavyweight in the world. Like, AJ should be able to destroy him. AJ is going to be 60 pounds or so bigger than him. AJ hits like a truck. AJ is a better boxer. Like, this is a no contest from the beginning.
Significant faction of boxing. Fans has been outspoken in their displeasure over the possibility of Joshua facing Jake Paul. Many argue that the matchup makes a mockery of the sport by pairing an accomplished heavyweight with an internet personality lacking traditional credentials. Fans also fear that accepting the Paul fight could derail a far more meaningful showdown with Tyson Fury. To these critics, the bout seems driven by money rather than competitive merit, and they worry it could stain Joshua's legacy. Social platforms are filled with debates reflecting this disappointment. with many insisting the fight undermines the sport's seriousness and history.
Anthony Joshua gets in the ring with YouTuber Jake Paul, and that's what he is, YouTuber Jake Paul. Would you watch it? Simon, before we take some calls, with this seemingly in the pipeline, can we safely say goodbye to Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury?
Well, I think it's done anyway, judging by the mood music that seems to be coming out from various camps. If you listen to Tyson Fury, he seems to be, despite the fact we've danced this dance before and walked this walk before, he seems to be talking in a very different way. There's no hyperbole. I'm done. This is a younger man's game. I've done my bits. I'm at peace with where I am in life. I don't need boxing anymore. But not in the flash for cash way that Tyson often does it. In a more earnest way is my understanding of his sort of thought processes. So with that in mind, it almost feels that that's off the table anyway. Who knows? The draw of the enormous amounts of money that this one fight can generate. This is the one fight that can really get everybody paid. I mean, the two protagonists. Whatever Usyk takes, tragically for him, he wouldn't even get anywhere near as much money as potentially being offered for the Fury-Joshua fight.
What would earn AJ more of a pay packet? Fighting Fury or fighting Jake Paul?
Well, I would think tragically fighting Jake Paul.
What is it?
Because the revenues, because it's a Gen Z TikTok generation that wants to watch sport in a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's nothing critical of them. It's just the way that it is. And that's the circumstances of social media and the platforms that people like Jake Paul are able to cross over. It's not a case of people in the mainstream should be dinosaurs. The digital world and those opportunities and those platforms are marvelous places. And you know, you heard me talking about Mark Goldbridge the other day and the commercial deal that he did with the Bundesliga. And we can be sniffy about their level of content, or we can accept that there's a place for everybody. It's interesting that still the digital world and that sort of space, which is the YouTube platform,